How do you immediately go for the okay, I want to just penetrate and connect straight to your humanness, but I have to do this as directly as possible because I could fucking airball the fuck out this hole. And it's happened before, but I've also shot the same shot and cashed it crazy. So how do you tone it down and really adapt to that within each and every individual that you interact with, as they are just expressions of you? As it says in my bio, I I speak to I view this as me speaking to many different versions of myself, and that's what helps me be the most comfortable and confident through this because I only want to tell my whatever versions of myself things that will guide me back and lead me back to God and lead me back to the Tao, to the universal intelligence, and just different ways I can explore and learn more about that. Because I mean, that's a full time job within itself to know true truth. Because that I mean, you got to go different place, Egypt, South Asia, Himalayas. I mean, but really anywhere, obviously. But we have so much technology nowadays that you can just spend looking at this stuff. But you play a sport, you gotta focus on that, bro. You gotta focus on that. You gotta focus on that. Okay, cool. Everybody in my sport though seems to be worried about only the sport. I mean, it's lit though. It's lit. It's lit as fuck. Don't get me wrong, but it doesn't necessarily always fulfill me. I don't see how it really technically can. Well, no, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I see how it can. I see how it can, but sometimes I'm just doing the best I can. I mean, at the end of the day, I know there are always going to be people like this is a system, this college athlete stuff, just like America's a system, obviously, and it's going to continue to run whether we like it or not, whoever likes it or not, and that's good for a lot of people. That's good for I think majority of people. But that doesn't mean that there won't be those that experience similar things. So, greetings. uh, Nothing. I guess I'll do it in a digestible way because I mean it's not like this shit is not interesting. It's not like it is interesting, but like I also, me personally, I don't see how it's possible to have the brain capacity to explore all of these aspects of existence and God's creations, as well as school, as well as play a sport. I don't see how that is like. I mean, I'm doing it obviously, and a lot of people do it. Like I am many before, many after. But that doesn't mean that these aren't universal things that are experienced. So I'm right. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. But nah, the whole point is to just spread love, bro, and like empower you. To be honest, it ain't nothing to just take some time out, think about what you want to do. I just hope that I'm doing work higher than myself. That's all I try and promote. To be honest, like I am at this point, I'm rather hesitant of trying to perpetuate what I think that looks like because it has been completely really a 180 from how I thought it was gonna go. But it's cool. It's cool, and I actually had to come to a space within myself where like I was cool with it, and I had to do it by myself. I'm not gonna say I had to. I'm not gonna say I had to, and I definitely had mentors. I definitely had amazing people or an amazing person No, I had people I could talk to, which was beautiful, which is beautiful for sure. Right, but at the end of the day, I think what I realized was, you know, people can only be vessels themselves. They can only be vessels to the capacity that they allow themselves to. And they can only tell you as much to embody yourself as much as you can. Okay, say you're not where you want to be. Okay, you know that. Now recode. Okay, it's not like I'm trying to not be where I want to be. So, and it just looks like what it looks like. I'm saying my only options are to what? Get a job, go play basketball, right? But I'm spending all my time either doing this or that. So how can I actually, where do I find the time to, get to my own shit, get to my own bag? It's not either or. You're multidimensional. You're multidimensional in a thing that is one dimensional. It's not obviously because it exists on this world. It's not one dimensional, but it may be viewed as a one dimensional lens. Like if you're viewed as okay, you are obviously it's not like this, even though it's ran like this. You have to produce and perform like this, or else like bye bye. And the relationship we had just was not anything at all. Like it's what it is. It's what it is. But what I noticed, especially with just how paradoxical things are and where people are at in asking said questions, a lot of things are like a lot of people are just fragmented in a sense of not realizing that they're still whole, even though they have been made to feel fragmented. And it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It really is. It really is. Because realistically, if you never, obviously it's a bad experience, but if you never had that experience, would you really, 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 truly know what not experiencing that is? Or what the opposite of that is? Truly, truly, truly know, not believe, not think, not I'm gonna go as far as I can in the safety of my mind to reassure myself, which again is a limit of the ego. Again, no, I feel you, because it's not like you want to be alone and you have teammates and you have brothers that you want to connect with, but at the same time, it's like there are a bunch of different individuals, males in particular, and they're all, doing like different age groups doing their own thing. Like I'm not supposed to sacrifice my own self and my own purpose and my own whatever my soul's purpose of being on this earth is. I'm not supposed to fucking sacrifice that for the team, right? And that's what I'm saying, especially in these spaces, like you are genuinely like you say, no, it's not like that. Take the message, whatever. But like you are doing everything in your ability to make it seem like this, yet it's not really like that. Like, how do you tell the difference? Take love for example. Take love for example, and love when it comes to a fucking sport. What about niggas that have been abandoned? What about niggas that have been to varying degrees hurt when somebody was supposed to show love, quote unquote? How does that translate to your love for something else? Is that necessarily the healthiest type of love? Is that a fragmented love to begin with? I think the beautiful thing is that you can probably come up with an unlimited amount of questions, but each to the varying degree of the question, like that only makes you smarter. It's like you're playing chess with yourself. But obviously, you you can go back and forth with other individuals, and that's the most beautiful thing about existence. I think that's really what niggas were on during the Renaissance. But now we have social media. Back then, they had to write down their poems in their notebooks. They had to write down the fire quotes they heard from the day in their notebooks and share them with the family at the dinner table. You know, there's no iPhones, no none of that. So, word of mouth, myth, all of that stuff was super, super important. It was integral to communication, hidden messages in particular. And this is just the Renaissance. The Renaissance was, let me look this up right quick, 14th to the 17th century. Testament. The Old Testament. I don't see how there can be any disputation between any type of testament in the Bible if it's the true word of God. Like why is there a fight over anything? Why is there separation of anything in how you worship, or yeah, and how you worship and how you are your own vessel to God? It's not going to look like a collective amount. Now, I'm not me personally, I am 21 or 22. My bad, I'm 22. I've never had the experience or opportunity to go to Asia or study those cultures, but it would be something I'm very interested in doing. And I think that I have that opportunity to do, right? And that's something that I feel like God has led me towards. Now, making these videos is a part of the way, to be honest. To be honest. And I think I'm low-key seeing that now. I think I'm low-key seeing that now. Because it's not like I don't love basketball, and it's not like this isn't fun, right? But I have to accept, okay, this is not like the extent of my being. That world, the sport world, is not the extent of why I'm on this planet. It's not the extent of why I'm on this earth. So it is important that I'm a good channel and I'm a good vessel, even though I may be in a level of the game where I have to where I have to be around certain energies. Like, and I don't want to fuck up their flow by any means. It's just, again, it's paradoxical. It's paradoxical, right? Because at the end of the day, bro, I'm only hurting myself. I'm only draining myself by craving and seeking that social connection that I think I want, because I don't want to be alone, because I'm afraid of the silence. No, no, it's not. It's not. Like, you should have your best relationship with yourself, because yourself is literally how fucking God communicates with you. And as an athlete, you are trained, okay, just push your mind forward, push your mind forward, fuck your body, you're not hurting, fuck your body, it doesn't hurt, you're not fucking tired. Like, pushing it to the max extent and not listening to it on like every level, and not listening to it on every level. Like, it is the opposite of how God created us, how God created us to interact with him. So I just hope I'm reaching the right people. I hope I'm reaching people that like dap up, nigga, or whatever. Whatever. That shit crazy though. It's like it took 2 years or so to actually go through the internal blockages, just continue to work through this whole relationship with God, with existence, with basketball, because this has been my experience, and all I can do is document it. I tore my Achilles, bro. So like that's my way of actually communicating with okay, like God is sending me these signs, these signals, okay? And it's a matter of, yes, how I frame it, how I perceive it. That's why I can even continue functioning as a college athlete right now. Not and it's just hard. It's just hard because you fucking bring in feeling. Fuck. That's where the real journey begins. You fucking bring in feeling. Because you cannot fucking escape it, bro. You can't. That's the thing about sports. It numbs that shit. My boy told me sometimes I feel like I have to look for things to numb, whatever it may be, because I feel like I feel too much. I hope my My smile always gives you a calm, warming presence. I hope it does. That's how God created it, and that's what He wanted it to be. So I make sure no matter what, I always keep a smile on my face. Stay grateful regardless. Stay grateful regardless. Stay grateful regardless. Cheers. I'll catch y'all in the next one. I feel like I got super off topic, but love, brethren, and me sisters. Many blessings.